been waiting for. The next name that I will announce will be your new Miss Earth USA, who will be representing the USA at the international competition this fall. If, for any reason, our Miss Earth USA cannot fulfill her duties, Miss Earth USA Air will take her place. Are you ready? Me too. Your new Miss Earth USA 2021, Maine! Means your first runner-up, Miss Earth USA Air, is California. Our Miss Earth USA Air, and the new Miss Earth USA 2021, Marissa Butler.
Christina Aguilera. Oh, yeah, mamita. Dale, que es la cosa rica.
Congratulations, Marissa. You will take your first walk as Miss Earth USA 2021. Congratulations to our new corps and our new Miss Earth USA.
I'm Savannah Bethea, Miss South Carolina Earth.
What is your occupation currently? Are you a student or have you a work?
I'm actually a live-in nanny, but most of my time I fill with my project Jeans for Teens, which is a textile waste reduction and landfill diversion project.
Before this title, have you competed in another system in teen category or Miss category?
Yes, I did. I did compete in the Miss USA system. I did, I think, one pageant there. And then in my early 20s, I did a couple Miss America system pageants. But this has definitely been the best fit for me.
Why did you is the best for you, this title, this system?
I think because of what's required of us, it really asks us to step up and do something for our planet. But we also get the freedom to be creative about what direction we want to angle our efforts. So that's been really great because I had already been working on a project in high school almost 10 years ago called Jeans for Teens that focused on collecting denim that was quality and trendy, something a teenager would feel cool in and, you know, wear with pride. So in expanding the project, I got to make it an environmental project, and now most of the denim is turned into sustainable insulation used in homes. It's also used to make thermal packaging for pharmaceuticals and food shipment. So that's just been perfect.
This project is the goal of your life.
Pardon?
This project, you talk about your project. This project is the goal, the main goal of your life.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the number one thing I think about when I wake up, the number one thing I work on before anything else. And being in the Miss Earth system has really changed my life. And that might sound a little pageant girl, but I was a little confused about what my next step in life was going to be. But in growing my project, I've met a lot of amazing women that have acted as mentors to me. One is Mallory from Keep America Beautiful. And I was explaining to her, I love what I'm doing. Is this a job? And she goes, yeah, it's a job. It's called nonprofit. And I go, well, I think I just figured out what I want to do with my life, nonprofit.
And can you tell me more information about this project? What is the name of this project?
It's called Jeans for Teens. And that's because it originally started as a project that aimed to collect quality clothes to donate to teenagers. Because I noticed a lot of what they were getting donated was something that the person who gave it wouldn't wear themselves anymore. And so I wanted to create a project that was based around donating with respect. You know, if you would wear it and feel good in it, then donate it. If you wouldn't wear it and feel cool in it, then don't donate it. But I ended up collecting so much unusable denim that I thought, you know, what can I do with all of this? So I discovered a program called Blue Jeans Go Green, and that was created by Cotton Incorporated. You might be familiar with their jingle, The Fabric of Our Lives. But they were only taking small donations. So I knew I needed to get in with them somewhere on a different level. So I was very persistent, and I got a meeting with the director of marketing at Cotton. And after a few meetings, I convinced her that our denim project should work in collaboration. So now I collect denim in any condition, any size, even denim scraps, and I sort it. And anything that looks like new and really cool and trendy, I give to local teenagers, like foster programs and homeless shelters. Anything else that couldn't be worn with pride or is damaged or is a scrap will go to the Blue Jeans Go Green project by Cotton, where they turn it into the installation that I mentioned earlier. And then a small portion of it is going to be made into a piece of art that is going to be in a show that I'm curating that's going to be featuring all different artists who make work by rethinking recycling. They use old textiles, they use bottle caps. I have one woman who made an entire opera dress out of theater tickets, and that dress was actually featured in New York Fashion Week, and her piece is going to be there. So it's kind of three facets. Either it's donated, recycled, or repurposed, or made into a piece of art.
Some precision. You collect only denim or another outfit too?
Currently, I'm just collecting denim, but I would love to expand to other textiles because I've learned so much about textile waste and textile production and what happens when it ends up in our landfill. And it's a growing problem. It's the fastest growing landfill category that we have. But diversion efforts aren't really up to par with that same number. So I wanted to add a project that was going to help take care of that. But right now it's denim because I have kind of a love affair with denim. I collect vintage denim and I would research it, and that's where I learned about how harmful the denim industry. And that's terrible, but the good news is jeans are made of cotton, and cotton is one of the easiest to recycle materials. So I thought I would start there, and then hopefully if I'm lucky enough to become Miss Earth USA, I'm going to be able to expand this project. It's already reached 10 states, so I'd love to take it fully national and start collecting all textiles.
Like your sister, Miss New York Earth, you promote the slow fashion.
Yeah, fast fashion is definitely a problem, and it's what's contributing to the fact that textile waste is increasing by the amount that it is.
You have some discussion in the national with Miss New York Earth because it's for her it's very important. Slow fashion is very important, and she tried to develop the slow fashion to the teenager like you.
That's amazing.
What are you looking forward to the most at Miss Earth USA in January?
Oh gosh, probably finally meeting everyone. I had a chance to meet several girls at the orientation that we did in Orlando a few months ago, but this is the first system I really felt like the sisterhood vibe is real. I mean, we all get along, it's genuine, we're helpful, the communication is healthy, we're working together. So I can't wait to spend a week with these girls and get to know them better and hopefully make lifelong friends and future partners in some projects.
And I imagine you have some contact with some candidates now, and which state do you want to be a roommate if you have the choice?
Gosh, maybe Miss North Carolina, because we've gotten along really well and we've had a chance to hang out a few times since we first met in Orlando. So I think that would be a good vibe.
For this competition, what is your best asset to win the crown?
My best asset? Do you mean on stage?
Yes, on stage.
On stage, I'm really confident about my swimsuit walk because that's something I've worked very, very hard on. I spent many, many years in my teens not wearing a swimsuit at all because I just wasn't confident enough. So the fact that now I'm able to get up on stage and wear a swimsuit in front of so many people and feel amazing about it, that's a huge personal accomplishment for me.
And what is your best asset in interview, for example?
I think the amount of work that I've put in, I definitely didn't take these responsibilities lightly. I've dedicated every single day that I've been Miss South Carolina Earth to putting in the work. And I think that's what this pageant is about. Mostly, it's about being an ecological guardian, about putting in the work, the determination, and the innovation that it's going to take to help our planet improve.
For you, which value must have a good Miss Earth USA?
I think it's hard work and dedication and not taking it lightly. Somebody that's going to get in there and do the work and the research and take it seriously. That's the #1 value I think the Miss Earth USA should have.
If you win the crown of Miss Earth USA, it's a full-time job. Do you think you have this time to dedicate your time to the crown of Miss Earth USA?
Absolutely. I'm 100% dedicated. If I'm chosen as Miss Earth USA, that will be my full-time job, and I'll have absolutely no conflicts in my life that could mess with that. I've planned ahead. So if I am lucky enough to be Miss Earth USA, I've got all that squared away to where I'll be able to dedicate my time fully to the system and its causes.
If you win the crown of Miss Earth USA, you go to Miss Earth international competition. Do you think you can grow up your platform to become an international platform?
I absolutely do. If there's one thing we all do, it's wear clothes. So textile waste is affecting us all, and it's affecting landfills in all countries. And like I told you before, my project's already grown to 10 states. So I'd love to finish taking that to the rest of the country. And then I think with the partnerships and the companies that I've become friends with and been able to work with, I don't think I'll have a problem making that platform go international.
Becoming Miss Earth, is it a dream for you?
Absolutely. It's all I think about right now. I mean, it's what I dream about. It's what I wake up and think about. It's the #1 focus in my life right now.
Why do you think you are the best candidate for the crown of Miss Earth USA this year?
I think I have a level of dedication that's unmatched. Now, that's not to say that these other girls aren't working so hard. I just know personally that I keep reminding myself that I can work a little harder, I can do a little more. And I think that that aspect of me is gonna set me apart, hopefully.
I have a question about your preparation. I imagine you start your preparation for the national. What is the most challenging for you during this preparation?
The most challenging thing to prepare?
Yes, what is the most challenging for you during the preparation, during the training before the national?
I've really been trying to work in how to make sure I'm able to express everything to the judges that I want them to know, to help them understand why I believe I should be Miss Earth USA. We only have 5 minutes, but I feel like I've done so much and I could talk for an hour and still not finish telling them all about the work that I've done. So that's been a challenge, trying to narrow things down, decide what's the most important, but also be able to give the judges a taste of who I am as a person and not just the work I do.
If you win the crown of Miss Earth USA, imagine you win the crown. Which message do you want to inculcate to the next generation during your reign?
I definitely want to talk about proper textile disposal and also making better decisions when you purchase. Is what you're buying something that you're going to be able to recycle later, or is what you're buying something that's going to last you a long time, so that we're not constantly buying new clothes that won't last us because of the quality that will end up in a landfill. Like I said, we all wear clothes, so I think that's a message that absolutely everyone will be able to understand and relate to and be able to make a difference in their own lives by taking action on that.
If you win the crown of Miss Earth, which first strong action do you want to do, like the newly crowning Miss Earth USA?
I'm really having trouble understanding what you mean by that. Do you mean like as an environmentalist, what am I going to do as Miss Earth USA for the environment?
Like as you want, as you wish. You win the crown. What do you want to do, like a first strong action? Sometimes it's to meet a lot of deputy, senator, or to promote the platform. It's to have a discussion with another children, another kids for your platform. Is as you want. You win the crown. What do you want to do next day after this crown, after winning this crown?
You mentioned talking with our government officials. I would love the opportunity to sit down and speak with our government officials about legislative action that I would like to see take place in the US to help save our planet and prevent anything from getting worse. That sounds like an amazing first step for me.
You represent South Carolina. What do you like the most in your state?
I think I love the culture of South Carolina. There's about 1 million different Southern accents, but I love the South Carolina accent. I love the food we eat, the music we listen to. In the South, we move a little bit slower. Sometimes we talk a little bit slower. Just that culture that is so inviting and hospitable is my favorite thing about South Carolina.
Do you think in South Carolina, people do enough to protect the planet?
No, I don't think so. Specifically in South Carolina, Charleston is really leading the way. They have a green plan set up to create jobs from environmental efforts, and they have protection plans for their wildlife and the protection and preservation of their finite materials. And I don't see anyone else in the state really taking on that project. We haven't had as much leadership as I'd like to see at the state level. So that's why Charleston has kind of taken that on. And I'd love to see the rest of the state follow Charleston's lead and develop a plan of action to have a more environmentally friendly society.
In your state, do you think to become a leader, a role model for a lot of people to protect the planet, to preserve this planet?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you impact your community? How do you influence positively your community to protect the planet?
Well, locally, I've kind of adopted an area called Glendale Shoals Nature Preserve, and it's a gorgeous area, and the landscape is so diverse. Like in some area you have waterfalls and rapids, and then over here you have woods, and then there's fields, but it's really not taken care of, and it's treated horribly. I have so many memories there. It's only minutes away from where I live and only minutes away from where I went to college. But all of those memories have a pile of trash that I maybe had to pretend wasn't in that memory. So I've made it a project of mine to go out there once a month, and it's actually ended up being more often, and pick up trash as a one-man clean team. And I removed over 400 pounds of litter from the reserve, and that's just moments away from my house. So that's really how I've tried to impact my community, because that space is special to everyone here.
For the moment, at this moment, what is your best memory of your reign?
Best memory of my reign? Gosh. So far, it definitely was the cleanup in Orlando, because I got to meet all the other girls that were there and that are in this system, and I got to hear about what they're passionate about and their projects, and that was super inspiring, because sometimes you can feel alone in your efforts to help the environment, and when you're surrounded by other people that are your age, that are women, that are doing their part too, that just really like lights a fire under you and makes you want to keep going. And that's my best memory, because we also had a lot of fun while we did it.
I have a question about a hard question. It's a hard question for all candidates. Who is your favorite, all-time favorite Miss Earth?
I'm gonna have to say Marissa, the current Miss Earth, because I really look up to her. I've been watching her journey as Miss Earth USA. I've been watching her journey at the international competition. She's making us so proud. And that's somebody's footsteps I want to follow in. I think she's done it a beautiful and graceful way, and she's made the system proud. And I would be honored if somebody were to ever compare me to her.
This weekend, we have the final of Miss Earth. Do you think a back-to-back is possible for United States?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do. I think Marissa's been doing amazing. Her competition's been really strong. I think it's more than likely that she'll bring home the crown for the USA again.
What is your guilty pleasure in life?
Where do I get my pleasure in life?
Your guilty pleasure in life.
Oh, my guilty pleasure. Pop music, but not just any pop music, like terrible pop music, like old Justin Bieber, like, I hate to say it, like Hannah Montana. I'm an artist and I went to an art school. So it was a lot of like trendy, obscure, strange music. And that's what we thought made us cool. And then I'd be like hiding in my dorm room listening to Baby by Justin Bieber, trying to make sure nobody saw that I was doing that. But that's my guilty pleasure. It's just terrible pop music. I just love it.
And what is your guilty pleasure in food?
Gosh, anything with cheese. I mean, a cheese board, charcuterie board with cheese, mac and cheese. If it's got cheese on it, I'm all about it.
Currently, I am in France. I'm coming back in United States in a few weeks. And we are the expert in cheese.
Oh, I know that. I definitely know that.
Are you a good chef in the kitchen?
I won't lie. I am not an amazing chef, but what I can cook, I'm pretty good at. But I don't get really creative or out there with my cooking. I try to keep it simple and fast and efficient. But I definitely wouldn't say I'm like a very artistic chef.
What is your favorite movie or TV series?
Gosh, I feel like I might be a little corny to say, but I love Forrest Gump. It's my family's favorite movie. I have so many memories of us watching that. And there are so many quotable moments in that movie that I like apply to my everyday life. So Forrest Gump all the way.
In a few days, we are Thanksgiving. What is your best memory of Thanksgiving?
Gosh. Well, I have 12 cousins. So Thanksgiving has always been really fun, especially as a child. So my childhood memories of going to Thanksgiving and getting to play with all 12 of us together. We're all over the States. We don't see each other very often. So definitely any memory where I was around all the kids together, just playing and letting loose.
What is your beauty secret?
My beauty secret. Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but I struggled with acne for a really long time. I'm 27 years old and I didn't start getting acne until my early 20s. I never had as a teenager. I tried every expensive product facial you could name, but the one thing that fixed it was sea salt and water in a spray bottle twice a day, sprayed on your face.
It's a good advice. Good advice.
Yeah. Definitely ask your dermatologist if anybody's watching this. Don't just do it, ask somebody, but it worked for me.
Do you use, for the cosmetic and the skin care, do you use a vegan product or eco-friendly product?
Yeah, I do. Basically, all I use is a makeup remover and then a simple cleanser. And the makeup remover is called Zero Clean, and that is an eco-friendly product. And so is the cleanser. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I remember I specifically went into the store and I told them I want something vegan. I want something that's safe for this environment and no microplastics.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan. I'm a Southerner, so that's quite hard to do here, but no, ma'am, I am not vegan.
I imagine you use the social media to promote your platform, to promote your non-profit organization and your journey. What is your favorite? Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, Snapchat?
My favorite platform, Instagram all the way. I'm 27, so I'm right there in the middle of millennial and Gen Z. TikTok's not really my thing. As an artist, I just love still images. So Instagram is my favorite for sure, absolutely.
Instagram or social media have a bad and dark side. what do you think about the power of social media? It's not too dangerous today?
Do I think social media is dangerous? I absolutely do. I'm really not super for anybody under, maybe 16 or 17 having social media, because it's really dangerous to give children basically access to be able to talk to anyone in the world that they want to, or have anybody be able to talk to them. And then I also know that Instagram is the result of a lot of body image issues, but there's a celebrity that I look up to named Jonathan Van Ness, and he said that you should fill your Explorer page with things that bring you joy. So what you like and what you spend time looking at will reflect on your Explorer page. So he loves ice skating and gymnastics, so his Explorer page was filled with that. And I love art, so I've made sure to interact with photos of art and art accounts a lot more often, as well as eco-friendly accounts that talk about the environment. And by putting your energy into those things, eventually you aren't faced with as much of the comparison photos. So you kind of can take control of your timeline, but being really careful about that, and also giving yourself an amount of time to spend on social media, and then make yourself get off, because too much time on there is not good for you either.
Have you been victim of discrimination or body shaming on your social media?
No, I've never actually had anybody say anything negative about my body on social media. I've heard snide comments in person, but I've been really lucky in that I haven't had anybody really come and bully me on social media.
You are a lucky girl, because
Yeah.
it's very difficult today to have no haters or bad comments on social media. It's very difficult. Well, I have a question about your pageantry journey. This title, is it your last pageant, or do you think you have the time to compete in another pageant in the future if you don't win the crown of Miss Earth USA?
I've looked into this. So like I said, I'm 27, and I'll be 27 while I'm competing for Miss Earth USA, but I turned 28 on January 20th. And so the rules are a little bit confusing, and I may be able to compete the next year by the skin of my teeth, but this also might be my last year. I'm trying to figure that out, because I'm not sure how that works with internationals or not. If I'm able to do another year, you will see me back here next year competing for Miss Earth USA, because this is my dream and this is what I want. And if I have 1 year left to, chase that dream, I'm absolutely going to.
If you don't win in the Miss category, you have a Mrs. category for the future. You can compete in few years in the future. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. It's definitely something to think about. Being in this system has been one of the most amazing experiences of my life. So if I felt that I could get that experience again, I definitely would consider competing as a Mrs. One day if I get married, of course.
Oh, you have some competition, beauty pageant for Mrs. It's not for married woman. It's for a woman above 25 years.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, we do have the Elite Miss section. I would absolutely consider doing that for sure.
Mrs. International 2021, Yolanda Stennett from United States. Say me, when you love pageantry, you can stop pageantry. She start in teen category. Yeah.
In teen category. Wow.
Yes, and she have in Mrs. category 10 titles. She is Mrs. Earth International. It's a competition in international contest. Mrs. Earth. She won the first title of Mrs. Earth in 2012, and now she's Mrs. International. She have competed in Mrs. World, Mrs. Universe. She have tried all systems.
I love that. I think that's amazing, and I think it's amazing that Miss Earth offers all ages a chance to be ecological leaders through their pageant system.
Yes, and she said me, I don't want to stop my career.
I don't blame her. It's so fun. Sometimes I think about, after I age out, you know, if I don't decide to compete again, I was like, gosh, I feel like I'll be a little bit lost. I mean, how many chances in life do you get to put on a sparkly evening gown and make your hair big and do this extravagant makeup? Those chances don't come along in everyday life very often. So competing in pageants, that's a special opportunity to be able to get on stage and dress that way and feel that way.
Mélanie Pop, you, Mrs. Earth USA 2021, say me in the interview Tuesday, it's my sport. Pageantry is my sport.
Yeah. Oh, her
And-
sport. I thought you said my spot. I thought you
No,
meant like, oh, she
it's-
fits right into that spot. Her sport. I absolutely get that. Pageantry is definitely a sport.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I think it's the same way. You have no finish your journey, your pageantry career, because you have a great platform and you become a great voices with this platform, this your organization.
Pardon? I missed that last
I
part.
think it's not your last pageant, because with your platform, you have a great platform with the denim and with your organization, will become a great voices. I think you must compete in the future in different pageants. I think it's my opinion.
You know, maybe I will. You might be right about that. But again, I've really fallen in love with this system. I think it would be so cool to one day work for the Miss Earth USA organization. I'd love to do some work for them behind the scenes, not as a contestant, and kind of be a mentor for the contestants and help guide everything along. I've just really become attached to this particular system, and hopefully I'll get a chance to be involved with it for many, many years. Well, thanks to everyone for supporting me and encouraging me. And thank you to everyone for contributing jeans from their own closet or becoming a Jeans for Teens ambassador, helping with my project. I could not have done it alone. So I definitely want to thank all of you guys for your support and for your help with my project.
For your project, if you want to give some denim, have you a page, a Facebook page or Instagram account to contact you for give some denim or jeans?
Yes, absolutely. I've been mostly using my Miss South Carolina Earth Instagram account, and that handle is at Miss South Carolina Earth, to get all the information about the denim industry, textile waste, all of that, and how Jeans for Teens works. And if you'd like to make a donation, you can DM me on that app and we can coordinate about that. But we're taking all denim in any condition, even denim scraps. So if anybody would like to help with this project, definitely reach out to me on my Instagram.
Okay, it's only on Instagram. You have no website.
No, I don't have a website yet. I've just kind of found that Instagram is really the best way to get in touch with people. Instagram is how I teamed up with Cotton Incorporated's Blue Jean Go Green. It's also how I teamed up with the two denim companies I'm working with, Billiam Jeans and Raleigh Denim Workshop. I just find that people are on there whether they're working or not, so I can get their attention. People scroll and they come in contact with things they might not have sought out if it were a website. So I've really felt like social media is the best way to utilize my platform and get the message out there.
After your reign, after you're like Miss South Carolina Earth, do you think create a page, Instagram for your organization?
Absolutely. I want to expand this project in any way possible, because my main goal when starting this was to make sure that whatever I did was going to be truly impactful and not just performative. I don't want to take pictures and make it look like, oh, look, I'm doing something for the earth. I want to make a real impact. So I definitely want to expand. I want to get a website. I want to get the rest of the states involved. I want to get an easier to follow path to get the denim to me. There's a lot I want to expand on that I think I'll be able to do once I network a little more and learn more from the people that have been mentoring me.